Welcome everyone to Show 27. My name is Harrison Meyers and I'm here with Clara Montenegro.
Show 27, just like Mike Trout, we all know that definitely is going to bring in some home run type stories.
Yeah, Clara, okay, whatever you say. We all know Betts is better.
You mean the guy that's literally the same height as me?
Still hits nukes.
Something you couldn't relate to.
And, oh wait, I'm sorry, and you can?
Duh, catch me going dead center every pitch.
Okay.
Well, Harrison, you don't have to believe me. I know our audience does. On today's show, we have updates on the recently proposed Asian hate crime bill, appreciation for Autism Awareness Month,
the groundbreaking development from the Mars helicopter, a review on latest in entertainment, and our very own Apache Sports.
Without further ado, let's welcome everyone to Show 27, Mike Trout edition.
Huh?
For us seniors, the memories we hoped to make during our last year on campus just, well, didn't happen. The Friday night lights and pep rallies weren't there, but with the support of Universal Studios, grad night will still happen. You can choose from 6 dates, and the event will include exclusive after-party hours for grads and their guests. Don't forget to use your school email when purchasing tickets. Let's make this memory count, seniors.
The rise in Asian hate crimes has been a severe problem during the last year. Now Congress is trying to tackle it in an effective manner. Let's go to Felix to learn more about a new solution aimed at combating this major issue.
According to the research conducted by the Stop API Hate Reporting Center as of March, it revealed that nearly 3,000 anti-Asian hate crimes were reported over a year during the pandemic, which has increased 150% in the past year. With all these incidents, Congress is taking major steps to address the issue. Just last Thursday, the Senate overwhelmingly passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act with the bipartisan vote 94-1. Republican Senator Josh Hawley was the only senator who voted against it. The bill composes 3 major parts. First, it will designate one Justice Department official to expedite the review of potential hate crimes against Asian Americans. Second, it will set up a voluntary database of hate crimes and issue guidance to help local law enforcement, such as local police, make it easier for people to report crimes. Third, it will provide grants to law enforcement agencies to train their officers to identify hate crimes and introduce public education campaigns to prevent and report crimes.
This bill is kind of like a long time in the making. It's good to see that the government is taking action to react to it and to be proactive and address it. So I definitely think it was good that it was bipartisan. Both parties supported it.
The passage of COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act is the first step in stopping anti-Asian hate. Let's all stand up and unite as a community against this hatred and racism. This has been Felix, back to the anchors.
AP test season is less than 3 weeks away, and if you're like me and have waited to cram studying until the very end, I know you're looking for help. The College Board has released tutorials, videos, and study tools to aid students taking AP tests in preparation for their exams. You can take advantage of all the free materials by logging into your College Board account and studying with your peers. Good luck, and I hope we can all score those 5s.
We all know the month of April starts off with spring break, a week of fun, joy, and camaraderie. But the vibe doesn't stop there. It continues on throughout the month as the world highlights and appreciates the autism community. Lawrence is here to talk about the importance of Autism Awareness Month.
On average, 1 out of every 54 children are diagnosed with autism. But despite their limitations, each one of them is just as capable and brilliant as their peers. And April is their special time to shine. Autism spectrum disorder is characterized by challenges in social skills, communication, and emotional behavior in those who have it, although signs of autism vary widely and are often viewed on a spectrum. It is also the fastest growing developmental disability in the US, and its increasing prominence culminated in the creation of Autism Awareness Month in April of 1970 by the Autism Society in order to educate the public about it and to spread awareness about the condition. The U.S. Congress recognized April as Autism Awareness Month in 1984, and in 2007, the United Nations designated April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day. Today, people around the globe celebrate the occasion by hosting rallies and fundraisers like the Autism Speaks Walk and wearing blue to stand in solidarity.
No two people with autism are exactly the same. They may show similar characteristics, but there are different levels for each characteristic.
Recently, autism advocates have been pushing for the month to be renamed Autism Acceptance Month to highlight how the mission for the autistic community is now one of inclusion and equal treatment by others. Living with an autistic brother, I have always been and will continue to be grateful for the many people that turn out for this amazing month. This has been Lawrence, and let's light it up blue.
As the recruitment process ends, we at APN want to thank everyone who applied to be a member of our 2021 to 2022 team. We had so many qualified and dedicated candidates. Congrats to all of you who got in. If we were unable to grant you a spot for next year, there are still ways for you to be a part of APN, such as helping out with streams or joining Sound Crew. All accepted applicants should have already been notified. Stay tuned for more updates on social media, and good luck.
NASA made history last week with the first flight of a man-made object on another planet. Riley sits down with Dr. Farah Alibay, one of the key engineers on the Mars 2020 project, to give us an exclusive look into this extraterrestrial milestone.
The Ingenuity, a helicopter which is part of the Mars 2020 mission, made its first flight last week, marking the first time a man-made device has flown on another planet. One of the masterminds behind this achievement was Dr. Farah Alibay, and we bring you an inside look with her into the Ingenuity. Ingenuity made its first flight on April 19th. Decoupling from the Perseverance rover, setting itself upwards, and then taking flight.
It's extremely difficult to fly at Mars because the atmosphere is so thin. Compared to Earth, at Mars it's less than 1%.
While this achievement may look small from our perspective here on Earth, making something fly on another planet, especially without any control, was truly a show of how far we've advanced as humanity. 3 more successful flights would see the helicopter fly upwards, scan its surroundings, and try again, testing its own bounds. However, on April 29th, just yesterday, Ingenuity failed its 4th launch. However, our friends at NASA are still assessing the situation as we speak. Ultimately, Ingenuity has brought forth a new way to view the red planet, no longer from the ground, but from the sky.
I am the rover interface for the operations of the Mars helicopter, Ingenuity. And Ingenuity is a separate mission that we're carrying on board with us. It's actually attached to the belly of the rover. And, approximately in the first few months while we land, it's going to do a technology demonstration. The 2 big milestones that I'm most looking forward to is the first flight of Ingenuity on Mars, because even though I'm on the Perseverance mission, being able to enable another mission to make history.
Thank you again, Dr. Alibay. Let's hope there's a bright future in store for Ingenuity and the Mars 2020 project as a whole. Back to you, anchors.
This past week, we finally got the long-awaited modern adaptation of Mortal Kombat, the renowned video game series. But if that wasn't enough, we also got the finale episode of Marvel's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's hear it from Tharun and Jacob to see if the following pieces are going to be praised or ripped to shreds.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier's final episode came out last week to pretty great reviews. Without giving any spoilers away, many subplots were resolved, a clear villain finally emerged, and something many had been waiting for a while finally happened. Many were pleased with the show's distinct tone, distancing itself from many of the generic Marvel tropes and plots. One of the showrunners had told fans a few months back that the show would be reminiscent of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which is completely true. The cinematography, acting, and CGI are all superb, especially for a television show. There are also a few allegories to racial and commonplace problems in the real world. One of the few gripes myself and others had was misplaced comedy. There would be dramatic scenes that would really make us, the viewers, emit an emotional response, then a joke would immediately be shoved into the next scene. Overall, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the best original Marvel content we've gotten since Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Mortal Kombat is the directorial debut of Simon McQuoid and also the 3rd adaptation of a Mortal Kombat movie. We all know how awful video game movies are. They are either a cash grab schlock of nonsense or just painfully mediocre, or forgettable to the point where you just want to play the game and experience the game's story instead. Though this film is the best out of this genre of movies, it still doesn't lend itself to be anything special. To be perfectly honest, my expectations for this film were quite low, and the fact that the movie at least made sense and was watchable was quite surprising. The action for the most part is good, but if you are looking for hardcore fatalities like the video games, well, I would dial your expectations down as there are not many. The story has so much potential, but unfortunately falls into the realm of mediocrity, with most of the film's plot elements being either serviceable or just lame and generic. The best plot thread was the ones that involved Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Though the film is enjoyable, it is easily forgettable and could be a perfect movie to throw on your TV in the background.
From spaghetti dinner to the inauguration, our color guard has consistently combined choreography, flags, and competition to create an amazing visual performance. To join this group, make sure to join its Google Classroom page at the link on your screen. Make sure to join them for auditions in the Rally Court, which take place May 11th to May 13th from 3 to 5 p.m. Follow Arcadia Color Guard on Instagram for more information.
If you ordered a cap and gown from jostens.com and were unable to pick up your order in cords, they will be available for pickup at the ASB office Tuesday through Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Additional cap and gowns are available for purchase, but there is a limited supply. Contact asb@ausd.net if you have any more questions.
They're back and ready in action. While most fans are still not allowed, we have all the coverage you'll ever need on this week's edition of Apache Sports.
Clara. With that being said, let's get right into our sports recap with softball and swim. Coming into Monday, Apache softball had a 7-2 record in the regular season and were 4-0 in league. They started off the week with a non-league matchup against San Dimas and needed a big game out of sophomore pitcher Tiara Westbrook. In the second inning, Arcadia found her some run support after a big home run from Tiana Smith that gave the Apaches a 2-0 lead. They scratched across another run in both the third and fourth inning to give Arcadia a 4-1 lead going into the seventh, and one run scored for San Dimas in the last inning, but nothing came to fruition as Westbrook threw a complete game, giving up just one earned run and allowing 0 walks. The Apaches had a quick turnaround and played Mirror on Tuesday at home. From the first inning on, the game was pretty much over as soon as it started. Arcadia scored 8 in the first, 9 runs in the second, and 5 in both the third and fourth. Arcadia got 5 scoreless innings from their 3 freshman pitchers, Safia Herrera, Marissa Moreno, and Veronica Meyers, en route to a 27-0 win. Arcadia is now 10-2 overall and 6-0 in league after outscoring its 3 opponents 52-6 in the last 3 games. Our swim team went up against Burroughs this past Tuesday and went in with a good chance to sweep every event. Arcadia had a strong start in the 200-yard medley relay, with the boys and girls relay teams taking up the top 3 places. Even after the event, Arcadia continued to dominate, especially in the 50-yard freestyle and the 100-yard breaststroke. In the end, the Apaches swept Burroughs away in almost every event, and Arcadia left undefeated with a 3-0 record.
I think our group of swimmers have a lot of potential this year. I know some of us have already made CIF cuts, and a few of us are really, really close. I think if we just keep up the training right now, a lot of people are going to make CIF this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Our major competitors are always CB, they're our rivals, but this year I think that we have a good shot. We're hoping to make this year the year that we beat CB.
With sports season coming to an end, we can't wait to see how all of our teams do. This has been Ian, now back to the anchors.
Harrison, we did it, our last show anchoring together.
I know. I can't believe we'll be graduating in a little over a month.
I still remember our first streams.
Feels like it was just yesterday. And if you enjoy our streams, tune into tonight's doubleheader of girls and boys basketball against Pasadena. Coverage starts at 3:45. Don't miss out.
For more content updates, be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms down below. And for the last time, this has been Clara.
And Harrison, reporting for APN.